Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please settle down. Thank you. Okay. So, welcome to the inauguration of the Ayush Information Cell. To kick off this event, let me begin with a shloka, or an Indian saying on Ayurveda. N- Sharire nridyas tavatasam sanyogo dhari jivitam nitya ganasha nubandanacha paryayo rayu ruchitya. Yes, I know you all understood that very well. So here is an English translation for that. The body, when combined with the sense organs, mind, and soul, becomes life. And keeping this shloka in mind, let us begin the event today. I am sure everyone gathered here today knows what Ayush stands for, but just in case, let me give you a small refresher. The full form of Ayush is Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. The Ayush ministry is responsible for educating people on what traditional medicine and its benefits are, as well as spreading awareness about it. The Indian government plans to establish Ayush information cells in different countries so as to be able to achieve that goal. And I am extremely pleased to welcome everyone gathered here today to the establishment of this cell here in Japan. Now, I would like to direct your attention to a short video on Ayush and its components.
Ayurveda, one of the world's oldest medical systems. One of the most prominent healthcare treasure troves of India. Ayurveda is practiced in more than 100 countries with different names. Numerous other traditional medicine systems are influenced by Ayurveda and are principally similar to it, based on scientific principles and philosophy. Combines plant or herbal, animal and mineral-based products along with diet, exercise and lifestyle. Practiced globally by many physicians including Indian Ayurveda doctors and other medical doctors. Ayurveda courses are being conducted by many universities and institutes in foreign countries. Ayurveda-based herbal products are being exported as medicine and food supplements in more than 100 countries. Ayurvedic training and courses are easily available in 17 nations. Ayurveda is recognized in 16 countries. Demonstrated the commitment to effectively fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Issued COVID advisory and guidelines. Recommended yoga and herbal practices for safety. 8,32,445 Ayush COVID warriors enlisted. Taking traditional medicine systems to the masses. Committed to health and wellness.
योग व्यक्ति, परिवार, समाज, देश, विश्व और संपूर्ण मानवता को जोड़ता है।
भारत का उपहार है, योग रोग पे प्रहार है।
आपदा की हार है, योग तो पालनहार है।
देश देश का पथ दर्शन, अंतर मन का नव सर्जन। विश्व एक परिवार ने योग को किया है वंदन।
Nature is filled with countless wonders. nature has provided us with everything we need to survive. Even life-saving plants and herbs. Ayurveda has harvested the right herbs to help us lead healthy lives. There are scores of miraculous herbs in Ayurveda. Some protect the body from disease, some offer health benefits, and some heal. Haritki, Chepulic myrobalan. Haritki is widely found in India up to an altitude of 1500 meters. Vasa, Malabar nut, belonging to the family Acanthaceae. Vasa is also known as Bhishak Mata, mother of physicians, for its wide use and popularity among physicians. Parijat, night jasmine. This wonderful plant with enormous medicinal value belongs to the family Oliaceae. Meshashringi, Gurmar, known as the sugar destroyer. Meshashringi is a perennial, slow-growing and vulnerable species of plant. Shatavari, Indian asparagus root. Found at low altitudes, Shatavari literally translates to curer of 100 diseases. Shalparni, sal-leaved desmodium. A short woody stem and numerous prostrate branches make this plant a shrub. Just a few herbs to witness here, but the benefits seem endless. Imagine the collective power of hundreds of herbs and the advantages they can offer to the human body. Embrace Ayurveda. Heal your mind, body, and consciousness.
आहार संभवम वस्तु रोगाश्चाहार संभवः हिताहित विशेषाच्च विशेषः सुख दुख योः.
This simple axiom forms the basis of Ayush principles of nutrition. Ayurveda, India's ancient scientific wisdom, talks about 3 doshas that compose human body. Vata, or energy of movement. Pitta, relating to digestion, assimilation and nutrition. Kapha, associated with water and physical structure. Good health and wellness is an outcome of the balance between these doshas. To maintain this equilibrium, food plays the most vital role. That is why the Ministry of Ayush recommends Ayurvedic diet for a healthy and well-nourished lifestyle. To ensure adequate nutrition for all on a daily basis, the Ministry has designed Ayush Ahar, a wholesome diet based on Ayurvedic principles, which is high on nutritive value yet simple to cook, with locally available seasonal ingredients. Conscious of the Sustainable Development Goals SDG 2 to achieve zero hunger, the Ministry joined Poshan Abhiyan, an overarching scheme for holistic nutrition initiated under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi. The mission aims to improve the status of nutrition in children and women by reducing undernutrition, stunting, anemia, and low birth rate. The Ministry of Ayush is an integral part of the Inter-Ministerial Convergence for Malnutrition-Free India, or Rashtriya Poshan Abhiyan. 750 educational institutes, research councils, and other associated organizations under the ministry have come together to make this mission a success with activities like community plantation drives to grow local food in people's backyards, distribution of Nutri kits in child care centers, Nutri gardens for medicinal herbs, food expo to showcase nutritious recipes. Ayush diets are scientifically validated and globally recognized. The Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences makes the Ayurvedic diet effective across all genome sequences. Pursuing world-class research in Ayurvedic diets, the ministry has signed 13 research MOUs with foreign institutions, which include fellowship schemes for foreign nationals. The Ministry of Ayush is committed to making nutrition a priority for all.
Many of the state-of-the-art traditional medicine systems that the world is familiar with in these contemporary times were born and bred in India. These practices were established thousands of years ago under the visionary leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The path-breaking policy initiatives and new ideas of Government of India have ensured a monumental surge in the worldwide popularity of yoga and traditional Indian medicine on the world stage. And now, a landmark step in sync with the vision and efforts of the PM Narendra Modi towards Ayush and universal well-being is the establishment of the WHO Global Center of Traditional Medicine in Gujarat.
WHO ने ग्लोबल सेंटर फॉर ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन इसकी स्थापना के लिए दुनिया में से भारत को चुना है और अब भारत में से दुनिया के लिए इस दिशा में काम होगा.
This will strengthen India's position as a global leader in research and innovation in the traditional medicine sector. This will also help in making traditional medicines more accessible to the masses. The state will also benefit from the growth of medical value travel, as the milestone event puts India in the driving seat of the global traditional medicine sector. With an investment of $250 million from the Government of India, the Global Center will give a significant push to preventive and curative healthcare for the people of the state. It will greatly enhance the scope of affordable and accessible healthcare to all. As the GCTM aims to strengthen and streamline the research and development activity in the traditional medicine sector through education and training, Gujarat is set to become a hub for education, learning and skill development.
Now, since our esteemed guests have arrived, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome His Excellency Shri Sibi George, Ambassador of India to Japan, Mrs. Ambassador Joyce Sibi, Deputy Chief of Mission Mr. Mayank Joshi, Dr. Tsuyoshi Kitanishi, President of Ayurveda Society in Japan, and Mr. Kimura Keishin, President of Japan Yoga Therapy Society, to the event today. Thank you, esteemed dignitaries, for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us here today. Now, before we begin, please allow me to tell you about a little tradition that we have in India. We believe that light is a symbol of hope and wards off any and all evil. So, to inaugurate events, we incorporate light in it by lighting a lamp. Hence, in keeping with our tradition, I would like to invite His Excellency Shri C.B. George and our esteemed guests to please come up on the stage for the lighting of the lamp. Now, can I please request everybody in the audience to stand up for the national anthem? Next, I would like to request His Excellency Shri Sibi George, Ambassador of India to Japan, to please deliver the inaugural remarks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Honorable Minister of Ayush, Sri Sarbanananda Sanawaraji, Dr. Tsuyoshi Kitanishi, President of Ayurveda Society of Japan, Mr. Kimura Kenshin, President of Japan Yoga Therapy Society, members of Indian Professionals Network IPN who have joined us today, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. Let me begin by wishing you all a very happy Holi, our festival of colors, which is one of the most significant festivals of India. I congratulate the Vivekananda Cultural Center for joining hands with the Ayush Cell in celebrating Holi today on this important occasion when we launch the Ayush Information Cell in Tokyo. India is a land of festivals and colors. When we think about the festivals in India, it is Holi which comes at the top. When we hear about the colors in India, it is Holi that comes first to mind. It makes us all so proud today to join 1.4 billion people in India and 34 million people in Indian diaspora abroad in celebrating Holi. I understand that multiple events are planned in different parts of Japan to celebrate Holi in coming days. Once again, my greetings on the occasion of Holi. Dear friends, I welcome each one of you who have joined us today in the embassy and also virtually at the inauguration of the Ayush Information Cell. This is an important initiative of the Indian Professionals Network IPN that we launched earlier this year. I thank Honorable Minister of Ayush Sri Sarbanananda Sonowala ji for joining us today. I also thank and welcome Dr. Tsuyoshi Kitanishi, President of Ayurveda Society of Japan, and Mr. Kimura Kenshin, President of Japan Yoga Therapy Society, for their presence today. Dear friends, as someone who has spent nearly 30 years in diplomatic service and lived and served as a diplomat in 12 countries spread across 4 continents, of which 5 countries as ambassador, I have seen personally how yoga and Ayurveda has grown in prominence abroad and also has become one of the most important symbols of India's culture and traditions. The knowledge that our ancestors had acquired thousands of years ago was based on a lot of efforts and inspiration for the welfare of mankind. The desire for experimentation and innovation gave birth to the miracles like yoga and Ayurveda. In the last few years, we have seen how yoga, which has been originally the heritage of India, has spread to the entire human race as its legacy. Today, there is no village or town in India where Ayurveda is not practiced. It is my endeavor to see that Ayurveda is practiced in every village and town of Japan as well. If yoga can reach every village of Japan, I am sure that Ayurveda can also reach there. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation of India, once said about Ayurveda, and I quote, I think highly of Ayurveda. It is one of the ancient sciences of India which ensures the health of millions in her thousands of villages. I advise every citizen to live life in accordance with the principles of Ayurveda. The pharmacy, the dispensary, the Vaidyaraj all have my blessings that they may be enabled to render the best possible service to Ayurveda. Unquote. It is so gratifying to see the efforts being put in by Government of India to promote and support Ayurveda. India has set up the Ministry of Ayush, which is spearheading our Ayurveda campaign. India has set up the National Ayush Mission to promote Ayush medical systems through cost-effective Ayush services. It has also been working to strengthen educational systems and facilitating the enforcement of quality control of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and homeopathy drugs. The government has taken a series of quality control measures. Our policy on Ayurveda and other Indian systems of medicine is aligned with the traditional medicine strategy 2014-23 of WHO. Students from many countries across the globe are traveling to India to study Ayurveda and traditional medicines. In my visit to the prefectures recently, I have come across experts who have spent considerable time in India learning Ayurveda. Another important element associated with Ayurveda is the wellness tourism. There are many flavors of tourism today, but what India especially offers you is wellness tourism. Its strongest pillar is Ayurveda and traditional medicine. I recall the remarks of Prime Minister who said, I quote, imagine yourself getting a detox in lush green surroundings in the beautiful state of Kerala. Imagine yourself performing yoga by a gushing river, by the mountain winds in Uttarakhand. Imagine yourselves in the middle of the lush green forests of the Northeast. If your life's deadlines and timelines are stressing you out, it is time to tap into the timeless culture of India. Whether you want to treat your body or a retreat for your mind, come to India. Unquote. I am confident that the launch of the Ayush Information Cell in Tokyo today will contribute in our efforts to connecting Himalayas with Mount Fuji. In this year, when we begin our Azadi Ka Amrit Kal, a journey of 25 years to our 100th anniversary of independence, let us take a solemn pledge to work towards spreading the message of Ayurveda and yoga all across Japan. Let's work towards expanding our engagement with every Ayurveda practitioners and other stakeholders in Japan. Let's work closely with our tour operators to promote wellness tourism. Let us hold several events to spread the message of Ayurveda all across Japan. Let's establish Ayurveda lounges at every event that we organize anywhere in Japan. I invite you all to visit the Ayurveda lounge which we have set up today outside the premises. Let us also spread awareness on benefits of millets as we celebrate 2023 as the International Year of Millets. Together, let's celebrate the heritage of India in Japan. Once again, I thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, IPN. Thank you all. Good evening.
Thank you, Excellency, for introducing the festival of Holi and for your insightful speech about Ayurveda and the Ministry of Ayush. Next, we have a video by His Excellency Shri Sabarnanda
Ambassador of India,
Sonowal, Honorable Minister of Ministry of Ayush.
Ambassador of India to Japan, respected Sri C.V. George, respected Dr. Tsuyoshi Kitanishi, President of Ayurveda Society of Japan, respected Mr. Kimura Kishin, President of Japan Yoga Therapy Society, friends, ladies and gentlemen, konnichiwa, a very good evening to you all. I am happy to learn that the Embassy of India, Japan is establishing an Ayush information cell in Tokyo today. I congratulate the Embassy for the initiative to set up this cell in Japan. The topmost concern for all today, when we have just come out of the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, is the concern for health of our own, our family, our society and country, so as to say, the global health. Pandemics have been a feature in the past. Diseases used to be almost a regular occurrence in the life of our forefathers. What was so different about the COVID-19 pandemic that we face in the last few years? This was probably the first ever such crisis of a phenomenally interconnected world. While we address all the challenges of COVID-19 pandemic, we became more aware that the holistic health and rejuvenation approaches like yoga and Ayurveda could play a significant role in reducing the stress and strain that confronts us. When secondary psychological challenges associated with COVID-19 pandemic took its toll on individuals, especially the most vulnerable ones in the society, our traditional health approaches played a vital role as these positively influence mental health. While at the same time improving the immunity functions of the human body, these systems rest on the basic premise that health and wellness depend on a delicate balance between the mind, body and spirit. This system focuses on some universal principles such as harmony, balance, regard for cause and effect analysis, and overall a holistic systematic approach to complexities. Balance in what you eat, how you spend your day, how you live your life, how you interact with the surroundings. The Ayush Ministry has taken several initiatives to promote and propagate the Indian traditional and complementary medical system throughout the world. We are working towards integrating the Ayush health services It has now been an established fact that the benefits of Ayush are numerous. It is a natural and non-invasive form of healing that helps prevent and manage wide range of health conditions. It is also a cost-effective form of healthcare that is accessible to all, including those in the remote areas. The Global Center for Traditional Medicine of World Health Organization being set up at Jamnagar, Gujarat, with the support of India, will help countries in taking respective steps for strengthening education and practices of traditional medicine. In this year, when India is holding the presidency of G20, we have adopted Vasudeva Kutumbakam, or one earth, one family, one future, as its theme. Earlier, we have placed in front of the world a futuristic vision of one earth, one health. One earth, one health means a universal vision for health. The holistic vision of Ayurveda has been a part of India's tradition and lifestyle. During the visit of Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, in 2018, two important partnerships have been signed to promote Ayush practices. One, MOU between the Ministry of Ayush and the Kanagawa prefectural government in the field of healthcare and wellness. Two, MOU between National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, India, and Shizuoka University, Japan, for academic and research exchanges. I am happy to learn that the Japanese culture in its true spirit has always been in convergence with the principle of Ayurveda. It is also true that both Indian and Japanese culture emphasize on the importance of living healthy with nature and also by balancing the harmony of the mind, body, and soul. It is a well-cherished fact that the Indian culture is very much admired and appreciated in Japan. Both the countries have a strong people-to-people relationship, of which the engagement in the health sector forms a vital aspect. I am glad to know that a large number of Ayush registered practitioners are present and practicing in Japan. I am sure and confident that this information cell will help create more awareness and help disseminate information of the Ayush practices in Japan. I once again congratulate to you all. Thank you. Arigatao gazai masu.
Thank you, Excellency, for taking time out of your busy schedule and addressing the gathering. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Tsuyoshi Kitanishi, President of Ayurveda Society in Japan, to please deliver his remarks.
Eh, 皆さん、こんばんは。日本アーユルヴェダ学会理事長の北西でございます。まず、始まりですね、インド大使、CB ジョージ閣下、インド大使館の皆様、並びにご出席の、皆様、本日はユーシュインフォメーションセル、設立誠におめでとうございます。また、会に出席させていただきまして光栄に存じます。First of all, Ambassador of India, Mr. C.V. George, and distinguished members of the embassy staff and all the members, congratulations on the establishment of Ayush Information Cell. It is an honor for me to attend this meeting and congratulate together. 私は今、アイルベーダ学会の理事長を務めさせてもらっていますけれども、この設立に際して、簡単にご挨拶させていただきます。I'm Tsuyoshi Kitanishi. Now I'm president of Ayurveda Society in Japan. On the occasion of its establishment reception, I'd like to make a brief greeting. アユーシュの名前は、皆さんご存知かと思いますけれども、アーユルヴェーダ、ヨーガ、ナチュロパシー、ユナニ、シッダ、ホメオパシーの、頭文字から命名されています。さらにアユーシュ省の、ホームページでは、ソアリグパも、加えて表記されています。The name Ayush, as I'm sure you all know, the name Ayush comes from the initial letters of Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. And more recently, as this shows, Swarigpa has also been added to the notation. 先ほどもコメントありましたけども、アユショーは、現在インド国内の情報発信だけにとどまらずにですね、世界の伝統医学を牽引する省庁と言えると思います。The Ministry of Ayush is now not only a ministry that disseminated information within India, but is also playing the role of a leader in traditional medicine worldwide. これまでもですね、何度か、インドより、アユショーの担当者様を、お招きしてですね、日本で、大使館や、総領事館のご協力のもと、セミナーも開催してまいりました。コロナ禍がありましたので、リアルの開催というのは、ちょっと中断している状況ですけれども、今回の、インフォメーションセルの設立で、また、こういう機会が増えることを楽しみにしています。In the past, we have had officials from the Ministry of Ayush come to Japan from India and have hosted several seminars with the cooperation of the embassy and CGI. さらにですね、最近の動向として、インド伝統医学の国際標準化っていうのが、議論されていまして、その会議でもですね、アユーシ省からもご意見を頂戴して、今後ますますですね、インドの伝統医学というのがおそらく世界標準になっていくというのが、もう本当に目の前に来ています。In addition, as a recent trend, the international standardization of Indian traditional medicine has been discussed. We have received comments from the Ministry of Ayush at these meetings. At the time when Indian traditional medicine will increasingly become a global standard is now at hand. で、こうしてですね、今回、アユッショーの、情報を集約する機関が、日本の、インド大使館内に設立されるということは、非常に喜ばしくて、また、本当に画期的なことだというふうに感じています。This time, we are very pleased and establishment of an institution within the embassy in Japan to consolidate information from the Ministry of Ayush is a milestone and epoch-making. これもひとえにですね、昨年、着任されたシビジョージ大使閣下をはじめ、インド、日本の関係者の皆様の熱意の表れだというふうに感じています。I believe this is a reflection of the enthusiasm of Ambassador Mr. C.B. George and all the staffs and the people involved in India-Japan relations. ちょっと個人的な話ですけども、私は自分でクリニックを持って診察をしているんですけども、私もその普段の診察の中にですね、 アイルベーダをはじめ、ヨーガとかホメオパシーっていうのを診療にも取り入れてまして、今後ますます、こういうね、アユーシュそれぞれの領域の、情報発信が増えるということを非常に楽しみにしております。As for me, I'm an allopathy doctor, ENT specialist, and I have my private clinic. I myself have also incorporated Ayurveda, yoga, and homeopathy into my own practice. And I'm looking forward to more and more information be disseminated in each field of Ayush. この Ayush インフォメーションセルの設立というのは、あくまでスタートということだと思いますけれども、非常に大きな一歩になると思います。で、今後セルを中心にですね、インド、日本間の、情報とかですね、人材とか文化の交流がますます増えて、さらにパートナーシップが深まっていくというのが、非常に期待されると思います。I think that the establishment of this cell is just beginning and a giant step. I hope that this cell will be the center of increased exchange of information, human resources, and cultures between India and Japan, and that our partnership will deepen even further in the future. 先ほどのビデオでも紹介されていたので、ちょっと重なってしまいますけども、今年インドをね、議長国にして、G20 のサミットが行われます。で、そのテーマが、先ほどありましたけども、One Earth, One Family, One Future ということで、まさに今ちょっとこういうね、時代に必要な素晴らしい、テーマだと思います。で、世界の、平和の中心的な役割っていうのを、インドと日本が、担っていければなというふうに感じています。This year, India hold the presidency of G20 summit. Its theme will be Vastaiva Kutumbakam, One Earth, One Family, and One Future. This is a wonderful theme that is necessary in these times, I think, and I hope that India and Japan will play a central role in bringing peace to the world. Once again, congratulations on your establishment today. Thank you for the invitation. 本日はありがとうございました。おめでとうございました。
Thank you, Dr. Kitanishi, for your enlightening words. I would like to invite Mr. Kimura Keishin, President of Japan Yoga Therapy Society, to please address the gathering.
Good evening, everybody. I'm very pleased and honored to be participate this renaming this hall the Ayush Information Cell. And thank you very much for inviting me to this memorable ceremony by the Mr. Ambassador of the Mr. George. And today's my talk, it's there's a 3-point. My experience of yoga development. One is yoga and Ayurveda 50 years ago. And the second was the current status of yoga. And the third one is the future of the yoga. And during this COVID-19 pandemic, there are many people lost their life. And this research work issued from the Korea, and all the people who had the underlying health condition was 20% of the, and that one is 4 times higher than, and not without underlying health conditions. So this is mortality rate by the age group, and as you know, that the aged group lost their life, and also these ages group lost their life a lot. So everywhere on this earth. So just 49 years back, I was in this yoga institute, which is the first and yoga research institute in the world and in the yoga and in India also. And that the name is the Kaibaradam Yoga Institute, Lonavala. And as you know, that there are the 4 volumes of, this is wrong, but volumes of the Charaka Samhita in about the 23 years back, 2300 years back, there was internal medical doctor Charaka, and his disciple collected all the teaching of the Charaka, and this one is Charaka Samhita, and we are. I'm also belong to the Japan Ayurveda Society, and I'm on charge of the translation of the Charaka Samhita into the language, Japanese, and already we published this one. You can see that display of the front of this hall, and we are going to publish this one within this year. This Nidana Samstana and then Vimana Samstana. And the rest of these and the volumes, it takes for 4 or 5 years, but we are doing like this translation work. And we established the Global Consortium on Yoga Therapy just for 5 years back. And already there is no association with the North America and the South America, and also Europe also. And we organized Asian Pacific Yoga Therapy Association already. And this one is 2018. We asked to join all the yoga therapists from all over the world. And we declare the Sendai Declaration. This guy from France and from Dutch and Japanese and Brazil and China and Sri Lanka, like this. And you can see the Chimachogori from the Korea. So we have like this global consortium in the yoga. And this is 2019, we established the Yoga Therapy Association in Europe. And about Asian Yoga Therapy Association, the first president is Dr. H.R. Nagendra, and the second one is myself, and all these main members of the Asian Pacific Yoga Association. And the former minister of the Ayush, Mr. Naik, we met together and we discussed about how to promote Ayush in Japan. I myself standing here. And we sometimes invite Indian yoga therapists from India, and this is the annual conference of the before coronavirus pandemic. So it's about 1,500 yoga therapists together, almost one every year. And we have some meeting with the former ambassador, Indian ambassador, Mr. Chinoy. So this one, and we celebrate the photo contest of the International Day of the Yoga. So these Japanese winner of that photo contest, and this one, and they have some certificate. And this is the yoga guru, and Swami Yogeshwarananda, and he's the founder of the TM meditation, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. And their ashram is just opposite side of the Ganga in Rishikesh. And we almost every year we go to the Mount Kailas, and there's the nice airport nearby in Mount Kailas. And this is the Kora Parikrama. Behind this crowd is Mount Kailas. So we practice like this traditional yoga even in Tibet. And also we organized one symposium in United Nations building to propagate the yoga in highly educated organization, that means university level. So I teach the yoga therapy in SBSA University. So this is the chancellor and the vice chancellor, and I'm speaking something to the postgraduate student. They are learning how to do the counseling we call darshana in yoga therapy. And when they celebrate the groundbreaking ceremony in the yoga hospital in SBSA, which is located the Bengaluru, Karnataka. So they invited your Prime Minister Modi, and he prayed for these ceremonies. And also, I'm the first winner of the Prime Minister Award that was 2019 in Billion Bourbon in New Delhi. But after that, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But after that, pandemic started, then not second. So we hope this year will be a second ceremony of the award. And this is just before that event. We are called to gather the New Delhi by the WHO, and we belong to this working group meeting about the benchmark for training yoga, and Ayush Ministry called us to gather this Meridian Hotel in Delhi, and we about 20 yoga people set down the benchmark for training yoga, and most probably within this year the final draft will issue for all over the world. And I had the second draft already in my computer, but still not issued the final draft. And what we are doing in Japan is we are teaching yoga therapy in prison and the juvenile delinquent. And also we sometimes the Ukraine, Kiwi. Then, we have the many the patient of the Hiroshima, Nagasaki radiation victims. So it's the same as this Ukraine people of the Chernobyl nuclear accident. So this is my son, medical doctor. He collected the blood from the patient, and we checked all the effect of the yoga exercise, and the effect is great. So in this year, January, I got this honorary doctorate from the SBS University, and also I became the honorary professor of the Amity University, Noida, and also just 3 years back, he is that time chancellor of the dean of the yoga faculty of the Sri Sri University, and now he's the chancellor of the Sri Sri University. So I'm teaching the yoga therapy in this university, and also this is the oldest institute of the yoga. So they invited me to become the visiting professor on the Kaivalya Dham University, Maharashtra. So on this September, I teach yoga therapy, how to diagnose the client from the standpoint of the yoga, and how to treat the patient from the yoga side. So they invited me to teach such a theory and the practice. And also, he's that time, just 20 years back, he was the president of the, I don't know the formal name of the Defense Institute of the Indian Defense Institute. And we invited him to join our Ayurveda conference. and he's the researcher of the heart. And he trained the the army soldiers by yoga. So he taught us how to train the people to make a strong lungs and the heart. So he's now the top of the Amity University. So that's why he invited me to join that Amity University. And just last year, December, I met president of the ICCR in Kyoto, and they are going to have the celebrate International Day of the Yoga in Vienna, '03, and if possible, I want to join that Vienna conference. And I try to call all the yoga therapists from all over the Europe, and we have the conference in Vienna. So we believe that Vedanta philosophy and the yoga, it's the best idea and the practice of join the many people together, oneness. And this is not a religion, but quite sophisticated, more than the religion. So please join us and let's together practice yoga. And yoga is now international activities. Even the Japanese become the visiting professor in India. I'm teaching the Raja Yoga in Rishikesh and teach yoga to the Indian people and the European American. So if you practice the yoga and also Ayurveda, you can be an international person working in this globe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Keshan, for your informative speech. Now, after all the informative talks, I am sure everybody here in the audience is quite an expert on Ayush now. Let us put all that knowledge to test with a small quiz. と答えご存知ではない方も全然ランダムに当ててみてください。積極的なご参加のほどよろしくお願いいたします。So I will be asking 10 very simple questions from now. So here we go. So the first question is, which of the following is considered the oldest medical system in the world? A. Ayurveda, B. Yoga, C. Unani, and D. Homeopathy. Anybody? Even a random guess is okay. And process of elimination. If somebody gets it wrong, the next person will get it right. I know Japanese people, yuki ga aru hito. Zen zen. Yes, please. Yes, you're right. See? Can I please have your name? Can I please have your name? Okay. Okay, Vibhor-san. Paving the way for future winners. Okay. The second question is, which of the following medical system involves physical postures, breathing exercises, and meditation to promote physical and mental health? A. Ayurveda, B. Yoga, C. Unani, D. Siddha, and E. Homeopathy. I know everybody knows this. Come on. Yes, on the balcony. Yes, name please. Okay. Okay. Question 3. Which of the following medical systems emphasizes the use of natural herbs and plants for treatment? A. Ayurveda, B. Yoga, C. Unani, D. Siddha, and E. Homeopathy. This is an easy question. Yes. Yes. 名前お願いします。すいません。お名前お願いします。はるこさん、ありがとうございます。Okay. Fourth question. Which of the following medical system emphasizes the importance of individualized treatment based on a person's constitution and symptoms? I am sure you know all the choices by now, but A. Ayurveda, B. Yoga, C. Unani, D. Siddha, and E. Homeopathy. Cheating. Sorry, who said that? Who answered? Okay, name please. Okay, please wait for me to point at least. But you're right. Okay. Next question. Ayurveda originated in which country? So you have your four options: A. India, B. China. I will finish this first. C. Japan, and D. Indonesia. Yes. Yes. Name please. Onamae onegai shimasu. Komune-san? Hi. Okay, next question. What is the main focus of Ayurveda? A. Treating symptoms. B. Preventing diseases. C. Curing diseases. And D. None of the above. Yes. Yes. What is your name? Okay. Okay. Next question. This is an easy one. Yoga originated in which country? Do you want options or do you want to take a guess? Yes. Yes. Sorry, could I have your name? 名前お願いします。Okay. Next question. Unani medicine originated in which country? Okay. Choices: A. India, B. China, C. Greece, and D. Japan. Wait. Okay. Name, please. Okay. And yes, you're right. Okay. So the next question is, Siddha medicine originated in which country? So your choices are A. India, B. China, C. Japan, or D. Indonesia. Yes. Yes. Name, please. Sorry, Preeti? Deepti-san. Okay. Okay. Last two questions. Okay. So what is the literal meaning of Siddha? A. Perfect. B. Holy. C. Sacred. And D. Wise. Please, random guess. Sorry? Sorry. Yes, the answer is? Okay, that is not the correct answer, but you have eliminated. So, anybody else? Sorry? No. So now, come on, it's 50-50. Sorry? Please raise your hand. Yes. Yes. Name, please. Okay. And the last question is, homeopathy originated in which country? So the options are A. India, B. China, C. Greece, and D. Germany. Yes. Name, please. Okay. And yes, the answer is correct. It was Germany. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the quiz. Okay. Now, okay. Moving on, since all the speeches are done, I would like everybody to experience a part of Indian culture with a skillful yoga demonstration.
No, one question. Good evening, respected everyone. India, the land of mythology, spirituality, and Ayurveda, is also the birthplace of yoga, an invaluable gift to the humanity. Yoga is a vast discipline. It is not only the physical practice. In traditional Indian yoga, asanas, pranayama, bandhas, satkarmas are not only the yoga. There are several dimensions of yoga like Hatha Yoga, Raj Yoga, Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, Tantra Yoga, Mantra Yoga. There are many dimensions, but all the branches, but all but all the branches have the same objective to lead for balanced mind, healthy body, noble thoughts, and connects us to our inner self. That is the stage of self realization. It is the ultimate goal of our life. Now, our students of Vivekananda Cultural Center, Embassy of India, are going to perform some group yoga demonstrations. I would like to call the students of the first program. Please switch on the light. Fumiko Sen, Hetal ma'am, Nathalia Sen, Renu Sen, Yumi Sen, Hiroko Sen, Kana Sen, Yoshiko Sen, Yoto Sen, Nadezda Sen, Sarah Sen, and Maki Sen. Please come on the stage. Yes. After this, close it. 10 minutes, it should be done. Release. Now, please stop. Now, students of the second demonstration, please come on the stage. Yoshiko-san, Ryoto-san, Yuko-san, Maki-san, Yumi-san, Mihoko-san, Nadezda-san, Renu-san, Bianco-san, Ayumi-san, and Maki-san. Please come on the stage. Students, come on the stage. Yes, play. Release. Start, students, start. Release.
Please stop. Now, Kosugation, please come for the solo performance. Please play. Third one.
नन्दिनि नन्दित मेधिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्द शिरोधिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवति देशिति कण्ठकुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकवर्दिनि शैलसुते सुरवरवर्षिणि दुर्धरधर्षिणि दुर्मुखमर्षिणि हर्षरते त्रिभुवनपोषिणि शङ्करतोषिणि कीर्तिशमोषिणि घोषरते धनुजनिरोषिणि धितिसुतरोषिणि दुर्मदशोषिणि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकवर्दिनि शैलसुते प्रियवासिनि वासरते शिखरि शिरोमणि तुङ्ग हिमालय शृङ्गनिजालय मध्यगते मधु मधुरे मधुकैटभगन्धिनि कैटभगन्धिनि रासरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि शैलसुते
Please stop. Now the last performance, students are going to make the word yoga with different asanas. I would like to call the students Ayumishan, Sarashan, Ryotosan, and Makishan. Please come on the stage. Y will be formed by the Sirsasana. O will be formed by the Chakrasana. G will be performed by the Scorpion pose, Vrishchikasana, and A will be formed by the Parvatasana. Yeah, start students. Please play the music. It is the word yog, Y-O-G-A. Release students, release. Yeah. Ayumi, Ayumishan, Sarasan, Ryotosan, Makishan, Renushan, Najedasan, Mimikoshan, Sikashan. Yeah, friends, please come on for the last performance. Religious friends, release. Thank you, students. Thank you. Please stop. They have done only 1 day practice for this program. Only 1 day practice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Now, everybody, wasn't that a riveting performance? I hope it inspired you to take up yoga on your own as well. Please give them another big round of applause. Next, I would like to request Ambassador Sir to please come up on the stage and give away the prizes to the quiz winners. If I call your name, please come up to the stage to receive your prize. So first, Neeru Kumar San. Okay. Okay. Then Haruka San. Ashutosh San. Kom San. Dev San. Okay. Joyce San. Next, Asha San. Deepti San. Anil San and Joy San. Thank you, Ambassador Sir, for giving away the prizes and everybody who participated so positively in the quiz. Congratulations. Next, since His Excellency mentioned Holi in his opening remarks, I would like everyone to watch a very short video on Holi. Holi, which is also known as the Festivals of Colors in India, is a very popular festival where people put a lot of colors on each other and even put water on each other. I encourage each and every one of you to participate in Holi celebrations that are sure to take place in Tokyo this coming weekend. Now, please enjoy the video.